Welcome back, everybody, to WagerTalk TV. It's Wednesday, August the 12th, and I have a NFL preseason game I'm going to take a look at and handicap it for you. This game takes place on Friday, the 14th of August, and it comes between the Miami Dolphins and the Washington Commanders, a game that will be played in Washington. Did it raise an eyebrow for me when I saw this line with Miami being a 3-point favorite in this contest? Certainly did. And the total in this game is 36.5. So before I get to all the details, I'm going to sample, or I should say, show you an example of the difference between how I handicap a NFL preseason game as opposed to a regular season matchup. And don't forget, folks, bet very conservatively during the NFL preseason, like I do. I wouldn't exceed any more than 25% of what you normally bet on during the regular season action. Just too many unknowns at times, and too much that can take place that you didn't expect. So we'll cover that in a second. All right, before I get to that, real quickly, if you have not subscribed to WagerTalk TV, hit that subscribe button. It's 100% free to do so. You'll be privy to some of the best sports betting experts in all the world right here at WagerTalk TV. And folks, that's fact. That's not just me shooting my mouth off. The numbers of the handicappers that are on this channel in terms of their win-loss record or longevity speaks volumes. And don't miss an episode. Any episode that we put out here on WagerTalk TV by simply hitting that alert notification bell for WagerTalk TV after you subscribe. Also, folks, be kind enough to give today's video a like. It goes a long way in showing a small token of your appreciation for the work, time, and effort I put in to bring you a quality free pick video. Let us know who you like to get to the Super Bowl this year. In both teams out of the AFC and the NFC. Let us know who you like to get there. Leave your comment or picks in the comment section, and your participation, like always, is welcomed. All right, so the Miami Dolphins at the Washington Commanders, Friday evening, the 14th, 7 o'clock. Right now, the Miami Dolphins are a 3-point favorite, and the total in this game is 36.5. Yeah, I mean, when you look at NFL preseason games and you look at NFL regular season win totals projections, and you see a line like this, where Washington is predicted to be a much better team than Miami this year. As a matter of fact, Miami is predicted to be one of the worst teams in the NFL this year. Yet the Dolphins are a 3-point road favorite in their opening preseason game at Washington. So one of the things I look at during the NFL preseason when I handicap games is head coaching trends throughout their careers in NFL preseason games. Dan Quinn is the head coach of the Washington Commanders. He's going into his 4th season in Washington, and he also made a previous stop with the Atlanta Falcons as a head coach. And Quinn, over the last 5 preseasons as a head coach in both Washington and in Atlanta, his teams have gone to combine 2-17 straight up in ATS in preseason action. And folks, that speaks volumes to me. That shows, what that indicates to me is not so much that his teams were terrible, because one of those Atlanta teams went to the Super Bowl. And not last year, but the year before, Washington made the playoffs in the NFC. So it's not like he's been coaching bad teams. It's just he doesn't put a lot of emphasis on the preseason. He does it more for an evaluation period. And he's had a history of doing that and playing his starters very on a limited basis throughout the preseason. And this preseason opener, I think we're going to see more of the same from Dan Quinn when making decisions on who he's going to use in this game. And also keep in mind, these teams will be scrimmaging against each other this week. So Quinn has made it clear that he was going to use his number one players or starting players against Miami starters in the scrimmage. So he utilizes the time for the Commanders during that scrimmage. And as a result, it's very unlikely we're going to see any of Washington's starters, if so, on an extremely limited basis in this game on Friday night against Miami. On the other hand, Miami has a new head coach. They have a new coaching staff, and the roster overhaul on Miami is the biggest of any team in the NFL this year. I should say the Dolphins have the biggest roster overhaul compared from last year to this year. And they're going with a lot of young players. As a matter of fact, they have 9 draft choices that are listed under 2 deep depth chart, including 3 projected starters. So having said all that, it's not like they're just going to hand a rookie a starting position. So there's going to be a lot of competition in this preseason for the Miami Dolphins in terms of gaining a starting position as well as earning a roster spot. And I look for the head coach of Miami, which is, let's see here, I forget his name, Halfley, I believe, is the head coach. It's unimportant. He's a new head coach, but he's going to try to establish a winning attitude during the preseason. And I look for him to be using his starters or projected starters extensively. And if not, they're 2 deep players as well extensively, because it's all up for grabs on this Miami roster with a big turnover. So keep that in mind. And I think we're going to see the Miami Dolphins. There's a reason why the odds makers have them at -3. And I think based on everything I just indicated to you, between Dan Quinn's preseason philosophy, his porous record during the preseason. Again, Quinn, over his last 5 preseasons as a head coach in Atlanta and Washington, a combined 2-17 straight up in ATS. And the fact that Miami has a lot of competition because of the roster overhaul for starting spots and even on the 2 deep depth chart. So we're going to go with the Miami Dolphins here, -3 over the Washington Commanders. Again, folks, there you see it. The Dolphins -3 over the Commanders. This game goes on Friday the 14th. I'm currently recording on Wednesday the 12th. So this line is subject to change depending on when you view this video. So keep that in mind, folks. I'm still driving me crazy here. I got to give you the correct name. Yeah, Jeff Halfley is the head coach, new head coach in Miami. I don't mean any disrespect. I just had a little bit of a brain freeze there. So there you have it. That's your pick in the NFL preseason on Friday, August the 14th. Keep in mind, folks, with NFL and college football season right around the corner, you could see up on the screen right now, Ben Burns and Ross Benjamin's football combo package is up for sale right now for $899. That'll get you to college football all the way through the national championship game, the NFL all the way through the Super Bowl, and includes all 5% best bets. Why should you consider that? Well, over the last 3 seasons in the NFL, and over the last for Ben Burns, and over the last 3 seasons for me in college football, we've made a combined 300.83 units of net profit. That's right, folks, 300.83 units of net profit between Ben's NFL and my college football over the last 3 seasons. So, and my college football last year also 13-3 on 5% best bets. And I forgot to mention that not only does it include all college football through the national championship game and NFL through the Super Bowl, it also includes our 5% best bets as well. So take advantage of this offer. Great bang for your buck. 300.83 units. Think about this, folks. If you bet $100 per unit over the last 3 years with Ben's NFL and my college football, you've made over $30,000. $30,000 and or $30,830 to be exact. And if you are a nickel per unit player, which some of you out there are, especially the people who deal with me and Ben, you're looking at a net profit of over $150,000 over the last 3 seasons. We're only asking you to invest $8.99. Take advantage of this offer, folks. You can get it at my direct link, which is wt.buzz/RB, wt.buzz/RB, or right at the WagerTalk.com page, where you could just go to the specials and or what's up for sale for either one of us, and you'll find it right there too. Easy access to purchase. You'll be emailed all your picks, including our analysis on each one of the plays that we put out in the NFL and college football, so you won't miss a thing. Until the next time, for us, the Boss Benjamin and Wager Talk TV, take care and God bless, folks.